Hello and welcome back to my live stream where I say whatever I want. My name is Chloe. This is the house of Chloe that I built in my parents' backyard. And today I'm going to be reading the Bible. And we are reading the Bible through all the way through in 1 year, so starting January 1st. And today we are in First Samuel 4 through 8. So that is about 1, 2, 3, 4 pages long. And so let's begin. Chapter 4, 1 Samuel 4 through 8. Alright, I got a new pajama set too, so that's kind of cute. Just like letting you know. And the word of Samuel come to all Israel, the ark of God captured. Now Israel went out to battle against the Philistines and encamped beside Ebenezer, and the Philistines encamped in Apec. Then the Philistines put themselves in battle array against Israel, and when they joined battle, Israel was defeated by the Philistines, who killed about 4,000 men of the army in the field. And when the people had come into the camp, the elders of Israel said, "Why has the Lord defeated us today before the Philistines? Let us bring the ark of the covenant of the Lord from Shiloh to us, that when it comes among us, it may save us from the hand of our enemies." So the people sent to Shiloh that they might bring from there the ark of the covenant of the Lord of hosts, who dwells between the cherubim and the two sons of Eli, Hophni and Phinehas, were there with the ark of the covenant of God. Hello. And when the ark of the covenant of the Lord came into the camp, all Israel shouted so loudly that the earth shook. Now when the Philistines heard the noise of the shout, they said, "What does the sound of this great shout in the camp of the Hebrews mean?" Then they understood that the ark of the Lord had come into the camp. So the Philistines were afraid, for they said, "God has come into the camp." And they said, "Woe to us, for such a thing has never happened before. Woe to us! Who will deliver us from the hand of these mighty gods? These are the gods who shook the Egyptians with all the plague in the wilderness. Be strong and conduct yourselves like men, you Philistines, that you do not become servants of the Hebrews, as they have been to you. Conduct yourselves like men and fight." So the Philistines fought, and Israel was defeated, and every man fled to his tent. There was a very great slaughter, and there fell of Israel 30,000 foot soldiers. Also the ark of God was captured, and the two sons of Eli, Hophni and Phinehas, died. What's up, guys? It is 10:15 right now here. Don't cut my hair for a year. What if it grows out to be darker and I have these like blonde ends? Is that okay? Your transition is inspiring. I'm not transitioning. I'm a woman. Hey gamers, it's 12:15 for me. Laugh out loud. Okay, continue. Death of Eli. Then a man of Benjamin ran from the battle line the same day and came to Shiloh with his clothes torn and dirt on his head. Now when he came there was Eli sitting on a seat by the wayside watching, for his heart trembled for the ark of God. And when the man came into the city and told it, all the city cried out. When Eli heard the noise of the outcry, he said, "What does the sound of this tumult mean?" And the man came quickly and told Eli. Eli was 98 years old, and his eyes were so dim that he could not see. Then the man said to Eli, "I am he who came from the battle, and I fled today from the battle line." And he said, "What happened, my son?" So the messenger answered and said, "Israel has fled before the Philistines, and there has been a great slaughter among the people. Also your two sons, Hophni and Phinehas, are dead, and the ark of God has been captured." Then it happened, when he made mention of the ark of God, that Eli fell off the seat backward by the side of the gate, and his neck was broken, and he died. For the man was old and heavy, and he had judged Israel 40 years. Ahoy, you're back. I just finished reading Judges this morning. Oh wow, you read all of Judges? Learn to read properly. Love the hair. Hey, come on, man. Soul Reaper. Yeah, I just block the ones that are not nice. How's your mental health tonight, darling? It's okay. Next is Ichabod. Oh, and thanks for joining Chop It Up, Chop It Short. What was your name again? I have a really bad memory when it comes to names. I don't know your name. I know you probably told me, but I don't know it. Ichabod. Now his daughter-in-law Phinehas' wife was with child, due to be delivered, and when she heard the news that the ark of God was captured, and that her father-in-law and her husband were dead, she bowed herself and gave birth, for her labor pains came upon her. And about the time of her death, the women who stood by her said to her, "Do not fear, for you have borne a son." But she did not answer, nor did she regard it. Then she named the child Ichabod, saying, "The glory has departed from Israel, because the ark of God has been captured, and because of her father-in-law and her husband." And she said, "The glory has departed from Israel, for the ark of God has been captured." Of course, happy to be here and totally okay. It's Aiden. I knew that. I knew it was Aiden. I just forgot. Don't apologize. Totally okay. Aiden is a new friend of ours. He likes the idea of when people chop their hair short, and he did a little video for me, edited my video, so that's cool. Yes, happy to be friends. You're incredible cute. I hope you have a great weekend. Thank you. Oh, you're starting with the New Testament first? Yes. Okay. Hair looks cute, thank you. I'm following a Bible in a year reading plan. It's been great. Yes, that's what we're doing too. We have our little list. We're crossing out each day like we're in prison or something. Haha, I'm surprised by how many people haven't seen your new hair. Wait, show off the back. They won't believe how short it is back there. See, my hair in the back is really short. And on this side, it's really short. But yeah, it's cute, it's cute, it's cute. Okay, continue. The Philistines and the ark. Then the Philistines took the ark of God and brought it from Ebenezer to Ashdod. When the Philistines took this is chapter 5, ark of God, they brought it into the house of Dragon and set it by Dragon. And when the people of Ashdod arose early in the morning, there was Dragon. What is Dragon? Fallen on its face to the earth before the ark of the Lord. So they took Dragon, just a random dragon, like is it a dragon or is it someone's name, and set it in its place again. And when they arose early in the next morning, there was Dragon. What is Dragon? Fallen on its face to the ground before the ark of the Lord. The head of Dragon and both the palms of its hands were broken off on the threshold. Only Dragon's torso was left of it. Therefore neither the priest of Dragon nor any who came into Dragon's house tread on the threshold of Dragon in Ashdod to this day. Is Dragon a region, a person, an actual dragon? No. No. I've been reading it so wrong. It doesn't say dragon. It says Dagon. Dagon. Doggone. Doggone. It does not say dragon. It says Dagon. Should I read it over again? Yes, I should. They brought it into the house of Dagon and set it by Dagon. And when the people of Ashdod arose early in the morning, there was Dagon fallen on its face to the earth before the ark of the Lord. So they took Dagon and set it in its place again. And when they arose early the next morning, I still don't know what it is. There was Dagon fallen on its face to the ground before the ark of the Lord. The head of Dagon and both the palms of its hands were broken off on the threshold. Only Dagon's torso was left of it. Therefore, neither the priest of Dagon, nor any who come into Dagon's house tread on the threshold of of Dagon in Ashdod to this day. How is it spelled? It's Dagon, or is it like dragon? It was a statue they were worshipping. Oh. Yeah, the natural wave in the back is nice. Okay. This live is what makes my day. Oh. Okay. Next is, but the hand of the Lord was heavy on the people of Ashdod, and he ravaged them and struck them with tumors, both Ashdod and its territory. And when the men of Ashdod saw how it was, they said, the ark of the God of Israel must not remain with us, for his hand is harsh toward us, and Dagon our God Therefore they sent and gathered to themselves all the lords of the Philistines and said, "What shall we do with the ark of the God of Israel?" And they answered, "Let the ark of the God of Israel be carried away to Goth." So they carried the ark of the God of Israel away. So it was after they had carried it away that the hand of the Lord was against the city with a very great destruction, and he struck the men of the city, both small and great, and tumors broke out on them. Therefore they sent the ark of God to Ekron. So it was as the ark of God came to Ekron that the Ekronites cried out, saying, "They have brought the ark of the God of Israel to us to kill us and our people." So they sent and gathered together all the lords of the Philistines and said, "Send away the ark of the God of Israel and let it go back to its own place, so that it does not kill us and our people." For there was a deadly destruction throughout all the city. The hand of God was very heavy there, and the men who did not die were stricken with the tumors, and the cry of the city went up to heaven. Next is chapter 6. The ark returned to Israel. Now the ark of the Lord was in the country of the Philistines 7 months, and the Philistines called for the priests and the diviners, saying, "What shall we do with the ark of the Lord? Tell us how we should send it to its place." So they said, "If you send away the ark of the Lord of God of Israel, do not send it empty, but by all means return it to him with a trespass offering. Then you will be healed, and it will be known to you why his hand is not removed from you." Then they said, "What is the trespass offering which we shall return to him?" They answered, 5 golden tumors and 5 golden rats, according to the number of the lords of the Philistines, for the same plague was on all of you and on your lords. Therefore you shall make images of your tumors and images of your rats that um, ravage the land, and you shall give glory to the God of Israel. Perhaps he will lighten his hand from you, from your gods, and from your land. Why then do you harden your hearts as the Egyptians and Pharaoh hardened their hearts when he did mighty things among them? Did they not let the people go that they might depart? Now therefore make a new cart, take 2 milk cows which have never been yoked, and hitch the cows to the cart, and take their calves, calves home away from them. Then take the ark of the Lord and set it on the cart, and put the articles of gold which you are returning to him as a trespass offering in a chest by its side. Then send it away and let it go, and watch if it goes up the road to its own territory to Beth Shemesh. Then he has done us this great evil. But if not, then we shall know that it is not his hand that struck us. It happened to us by chance. Then the men did so. They took 2 milk cows and hitched them to the cart, and shut up their calves at home, calves at home, and they set the ark of the Lord on the cart, and the chest with the gold rats and the images of their tumors. Then the cows headed straight for the road to Beth-shemesh and went along the highway, lowing as they went, and did not turn aside to the right hand or the left. And the lords of the Philistines went after them to the border of Shemesh. Now the people of Beth-shemesh were reaping their wheat harvest in the valley, and they lifted their eyes and saw the ark and rejoiced to see it. Then the cart came into the field of Joshua of Beth-shemesh and stood there. A large stone was there. So they split the wood of the cart and offered the cows as a burnt offering to the Lord. The Levites took down the ark of the Lord and the chest that was with it, in which were the articles of gold, and put them on the large stone. Then the men of Beth-shemesh offered burnt offerings and made sacrifices the same day to the Lord. So when the five lords of the Philistines had seen it, they returned to Ekron the same day. These are the golden tumors which the Philistines returned as a trespass of offering to the Lord, one for Ashdod, one for Gaza, and one for Ashkelon, one for Gath, one for Ekron, and the golden rats according to the number of all the cities of the Philistines belonging to the five lords, both fortified cities and country villages, even as far as the large stone of Abel, on which they set the ark of the Lord, which stone remains to this day in the field of Joshua of Beth-shemesh. Then he struck the men of Beth-shemesh because they had looked into the ark of the Lord. He struck 50,070 men of the people, and the people lamented because the Lord had struck the people with a great slaughter. In case the universe is trying to tell me something. Well, thanks for joining, Zach. All right, the ark at Kerith Jearim. And the men of Beth-shemesh said, Who is able to stand before this holy God, Lord God, and to whom shall it go up from us? So they sent messengers to the inhabitants of Jearim, saying, The Philistines have brought back the ark of the Lord. Come down and take it up with you. Samuel, the ark of the Lord remains in Philistine territory for 7 months before they perform a guilt offering. Some of the citizens look into the ark and die before of it. All right, chapter 7 of 1 Samuel. Then the men of Kerith Jearim came and took the ark of the Lord and brought it into the house of Abinadab on the hill, and consecrated Eleazar his son to keep the ark of the Lord. Samuel judges Israel. So it was that the ark remained in Kerith Jearim a long time. It was there 20 years, and all the house of Israel lamented after the Lord. Then Samuel spoke to all the house of Israel, saying, If you return to the Lord with all your heart, then put away the foreign gods and the Ashtoreths from among you, and prepare your hearts for the Lord, and serve him only, and he will deliver you from the hand of the Philistines. So the children of Israel put away the Baals and the Ashtoreths and served the Lord only. And Samuel said, "Gather all Israel to Mizpah, and I will pray to the Lord for you." So they gathered together at Mizpah, drew water and poured it out before the Lord. And they fasted that day and said there, "We have sinned against the Lord." And Samuel judged the children of Israel at Mizpah. Now, when the Philistines heard that the children of Israel had gathered together at Mizpah, the lords of Philistines went up against Israel, and when the children of Israel heard of it, they were afraid of the Philistines. So the children of Israel said to Samuel, "Do not cease to cry out to the Lord our God for us, that he may save us from the hand of the Philistines." And Samuel took a suckling lamb and offered it as a whole burnt offering to the Lord. Then Samuel cried out to the Lord for Israel, and the Lord answered him. Now, as Samuel was offering up the burnt offering, the Philistines drew near to battle against Israel. But the Lord thundered with a loud thunder upon the Philistines that day, and so confused them that they were overcome before Israel. And the men of Israel went out of Mizpah and pursued the Philistines and drove them back as far as below Beth-kar. Then Samuel took a stone and set it up between Mizpah and Shin and called its name Ebenezer, saying, "Thus far the Lord has helped us." So the Philistines were subdued, and they did not come any more into the territory of Israel, and the hand of the Lord was against the Philistines all the days of Samuel. Then the cities which the Philistines had taken from Israel were restored to Israel, for from Ekron to Gath, and Israel recovered its territory from the hands of the Philistines. Also, there was peace between Israel and the Amorites, and Samuel judged Israel all the days of his life. He went from year to year on a circuit to Bethel, Gilgal, and Mizpah, and judged Israel in all those places. But he always returned to Ramah, for his home was there. There he judged Israel, and there he built an altar to the Lord. They listened. I think it's beautiful that there's people out there so pure that all they care about on their Friday night is trying to reach those who may need the Lord and is willing to read the Bible to them. Thank you. Made it. Hey. Amen. Okay, we got one more chapter to read, you guys. Chapter 8, 1 Samuel. Israel demands a king. Now it came to pass when Samuel was old that he made his sons judges over Israel. The name of his firstborn was Joel, and the name of his second Abijah. They were judges in Beersheba, but his sons did not walk in his ways. They turned aside after dishonest gain, took bribes, and perverted justice. Then all the elders of Israel gathered together and came to Samuel at Ramah and said to him, "Look, you are old, and your sons do not walk in your ways. Now make us a king to judge us like all the nations." Oh, thanks. Thanks for summarizing, I guess. Okay. Then all the elders of Israel gathered together and came to Samuel at Ramah and said to him, Look, you are old, and your sons do not walk in your ways. Now make us a king to judge us all like all the nations. We read that already. But the thing displeased Samuel when they said, Give us a king to judge us. So Samuel prayed to the Lord, and the Lord said to Samuel, Heed the voice of the people in all that they say to you, for they have not rejected you, but they have rejected me, that I should not reign over them, according to all the works which they have done since the day that I brought them up out of Egypt, even to this day, with which they have forsaken me and served other gods. So they are doing to you also now. Therefore, heed their voice. However, you shall solemnly forewarn them and show them the behavior of a king who will reign over them. So Samuel told all the words of the Lord to the people who asked him for a king. And he said, This will be the behavior of the king who will reign over you. He will take your sons and appoint them for his own chariots and to be his horsemen, and some will run before his chariots. He will appoint captains over his thousands, and captains over his fifties. Will set some to plow his ground and reap his harvest, and some to make his weapons of war and equipment for his chariots. He will take your daughters to be perfumers, cooks, and bakers, and he will take the best of your fields, your vineyards, and your olive groves, and give them to his servants. He will take a tenth of your grain and your vintage and give it to his officers and servants, and he will take your male servants, your female servants, your finest young men, and your donkeys, and put them to his work. He will take a tenth of your sheep, and you will be his servants, and you will cry out in that day because of your king whom you have chosen for yourselves, and the Lord will not hear you in that day. Nevertheless, the people refused to obey the voice of Samuel, and they said, No, but we will have a king over us, that we also may be like all the nations, and that our king may judge us and go out before us and fight our battles. And Samuel heard all the words of the people, and he repeated them in the hearing of the Lord. So the Lord said to Samuel, Heed their voice and make them a king. And Samuel said to the men of Israel, Every man go to his city. Seems like a weird place to end, but that's the last chapter. We're going to cross out today's reading and have a little chat. Next will be chapters 9 through 12 of 1 Samuel. Hello. Wait. Hello. What's the theme of story? It's the Bible. I recommend the Great Adventure Bible. Tears in my backyard, and plan on buying a Bible tomorrow. Yay, that's good. If your goal is even to just one person, then rest assured you have reached your goal tonight. I've never been religious, but what you're reading is really reaching me tonight so much. I'm in tears. Oh, that's so good, Zach. Thank you. And I'm glad that you found me because we can all be friends. Yay. What's the theme of story? Keep going. It's beautiful that you're driving deeper in your faith. Yes. Yes, we are reading the Bible every day this year. And if we miss a day, we double up the next day. So every day around this time, 10, 11 or so, that's when I get off work with Uber. So I'll be here. You can listen to all the other live streams that I've done so far, from Genesis all the way to Samuel. And yeah, it's helpful. Definitely makes a stronger bond with God to read the words that are meant for us to read. A very detailed history book. Or general, some of it is like generalized, but some of it is in good detail. You are looking sweet, sending tons of love and prayer. Thank you so much. Hope you're doing good. Yes, I am. All the way in Arkansas. But yeah, I am getting ready to be on a call with a friend. Chop it short. Aiden is his name. John Chloe 316. Do you do this nightly? Yes, I do this every night. If I'm not here by like midnight, just expect me to double up the next day. But yes, usually every night. But yeah, the call is at 11 that I'm going to talk to Aiden. We're going to talk about friends stuff. We're friends now. Hi. Yeah. And he's neurodivergent as well. He told me. And he noticed that I was too. So neurodivergent means like autism spectrum. So maybe we can talk more about that. I really don't know what I'm getting, like, I kind of knew that I was off my whole life, but I don't know what I'm getting into, like what I need to learn about it and stuff like that. But it's good to have some more answers, like finally being diagnosed ADHD and autism, OCD, anxiety, depression, like to how to like therapize it to where it's like better or more comfortable, I guess. It was like that for me too. Let's chat more about autism on the call. I'd love to. Yes, that's what I'm looking forward to. If he has more knowledge and stuff about it, I would love that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, I was telling you guys about some things that I bought for my house, and I'm thinking about how it's not going to work out to what I wanted or first purchased it for. Like, so they're like squares, bookshelves, and I was going to put it in the corner in my living room. But now I'm thinking it would be good if I put it around my electrical so that the rain doesn't get to my plugs whenever it rains. So now I'm thinking that's the best thing to do. instead of putting them as shelves in my living room. I don't know. I do know. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it outside around my electrical and around, possibly around my plumbing too, because there are two of them. Because, like, they're so chunky and big and they're not what I was picturing. I was looking for like corner shelves, small corner shelves, like how my grandma used to have hers in her house, or one of them. She had one of them, and I couldn't find it, so I got these big chunky square things that, no, I don't think they're gonna work. If it rains on your plugs, I will go punch the clouds for you. Thanks. What Chloe is calling someone. Yes, let's chat more about that. I saw your new reel. You are so beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you. You are so cute. Thank you so much. Yeah, I was doing a reel about my pajamas. I like these pajamas a lot. I got them at Walmart today. They're shorts and a top. So yeah, they're very comfortable, very soft. I will probably be wearing them a lot. You'll see me in them a lot. I'm from California. Can you see the back of my pajamas? They're just plain back in the back. And the back of my hair is like this. But yeah, new hair, new pajamas, new me. I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you so much. It's already nighttime. Tomorrow should be good though. I have to Uber most of the day. And then Uber or donate, Uber or donate or both on Monday because I'm taking Sunday off to go to church and do stuff. Do you have a boyfriend? No, I don't. On that note, I think I should go get ready for my call. I will talk to you all tomorrow, Lord willing. God bless. Goodbye. Good night.